Hey guys, don't worry, I'm going full driving very soon. You're actually going to see this car off-road. It's been a long time, I'll admit. 35s weren't getting used off-road enough. Now we've got 33s, brand new tyres, brand new rims. How are they going to go off-road? Let's find out soon when the video comes out. Okay, so if you're unaware, for the last 4 years I've had Cooper's tyres on this car. Now, there were a 315 75/16, which is obviously a 35-inch tyre, and they're on 16-inch rims, -22 Steely's Sunraisers ROH as well. So I've had that, no dramas at all, no studs were broken, no rims were bent, worked really well. On the back I had a different set of spare, but now we've got these, okay? So these are also by ROH, which is super exciting. I'm able to announce that I've partnered up with ROH, which are an SA full drive based company, and they specialize in rims. They've made rims for Holden back in the day. They've done lots of different types, and now they do, you know, full drive rims, as you can see here. So I've already had them on my car for maybe a week now, these rims right here, and they are a 17-inch rim, okay? So it's an imitation beadlock, 17-inch rim, -22. Now, as you can see here, it's a 6 stud, so it's got a 139.7 center bore and PCD, 16x8 as well, okay? So very exciting stuff. They're all here and they look very shiny. Now, they do have these center caps. Now, I like the look of them. It keeps it all looking, you know, that nice silver chrome look, but they are plastic, and whether you like it or not, unfortunately, those plastic tabs will fail in the future, just because it's not going to last like 10 years of abuse, because it's just a bit of plastic that bends in, that sort of makes it hook on there. But obviously by then I probably won't have these rims anyways. So I think they look really good, each their own opinion. I know lots of companies don't even run these at all, and if you've got an old car that has to lock the hubs, you won't even have those there either. So with the Prado, you don't do that, so I do run them, and man, they look so good. So onto the design. As you can see, it's a very clean looking design, and all the little, even the little like tire caps of metal as well, which is pretty cool. And there's heaps of cutouts everywhere. Imitation B-lock, so it looks like a B-lock from afar. It's obviously legal as well, which is a bit annoying, but then it's legal. And as you can see, they just look so good. So let me run through the back of the rim as well, because not too many people do that, but on here it does actually say 1500 kilo weight rating, which is awesome. And as you can see in here, I've just got the little wheel weights here to balance them, and obviously they look a lot better because they're stuck to the inside of the rim compared to a big bulky one on the outside like Steely's that you can see, whereas this is all hidden inside. And then on here, well, sorry, 17x9 is what this is. So pretty much that's all you really need to know. Inside of here there's not much, but as you can see, it's a very nice colour and it's a very smooth finish in there. Okay, so you're probably thinking, Matt, why did you go with ROH out of all the rim designs out there? Well, to be honest, I have been looking around for a long time, and obviously the trend is kind of to have this sort of style of rim. I'd honestly probably say it's obviously gone back to having a gloss black rim with a silver beadlock, so you can almost be quite critical and say this is out of date now. But I still really like the look, and I wanted to rock it on the Prado, and I'd never seen it before, A, on a Prado, and B, borderline a sandy torque car, because I don't know why, but you just don't see these too often on a sandy car. So I love them. I think they look great. ROH SA quality, like company run, so I already knew I wanted to go with them, and honestly I just like the look of them. And this is a brand new offset that's just been released, so it's the -22s. They've only just come out with these, and there's already a 3-month wait on the next batch because they're that popular, because, you know, patrols, big Land Cruisers, they're all going to be grabbing these because they don't want a -12 or a 0 offset. That's not enough, whereas the Ford Ranger, you want that. So hence why these are flying in and out the door, because they're hard to come by, okay? And there's even talks of them potentially even doing a -44 offset in more aggressive, which would be crazy. But they're here now, absolutely stoked with them, and that's sort of why I went with ROH. I've already had them for 4 years, so I already knew what they were like, and these are very similar. Now, I will tell you the stud size is very interesting. So the stud size in there, it gets shrunken down, and it's actually a little bit more of a pain to pull on and off. So practicality wise, these aren't as good as a Steely. You just need to pull the cap off, and you need a thinner little like socket to get in there because it's a smaller gap, if that makes any sense. So in the kit it comes with a little adapter, and you can use that to undo the nuts, but pretty much without that you can't really do it with a normal like cross section little brace bar, because it won't actually fit inside the rim. So something to think about. And obviously these rims, as we know, they're a little bit less bush proof. Whereas the Steely, you know, you can smash it back square, whereas this, you know, this will crack if anything, okay? But damn, they look so good. So this here is the little piece it comes with, and that does actually fit inside the rim, and it's got this little stepped down back on the back here. So this is a ROH, it even says it on there, for the rim, so you're going to make sure you keep this. Okay, now as you guys are probably aware of, there's hundreds, if not thousands of tyre brands out there. Okay, so what I go with Milestar, because obviously there's hundreds of brands out there you can also go with. You can go really high end, go for like Mickey Thompson, or you can go, you know, low end and get that low end brand, which is called, I think it's called Composite or something, and it's like a Chinese sort of tyre. They do the job, but they won't last as long. So this tyre here, you've probably never heard of it. It's because it's an American brand, and these are quite big in America. They're probably the equivalent of like your Bridgestone, like a very common, reliable, good brand of the tyre. And these are the Milestar Patagonia X/T. So pretty much these are an aggressive all-terrain, because I really like the look, so does everyone else, of a mud terrain, but I wanted the practicality of an all-terrain for sand and road driving, etc. So as you can see here, very chunky sidewall, and it's got these huge cutouts in it, and it just looks very aggressive. So some people were even surprised when I tell them they're all-terrains, because they just look too aggressive, which is awesome, because that's what I wanted. So best of both worlds. I've actually never had all-terrains before in my life. I've always had mud terrain, so this is a big change for me, but I'm trying to make the car a little bit more practical for camping, so I can go better campsites, more fuel, and etc. So, and it's also a bit lower, which is good. So these are the tyres, super happy with them. They've got a little mountain range picture on them, load range. Now they're a light truck tyre, which they all should be. Now this is a 285/70 rim 17, okay? So it is obviously a 33-inch tyre, pretty much, and I've just had 35, so I have gone down 2 inches of tyre, and obviously, you know, you had an inch one side, I've gone down about an inch in height, okay? So, like, have I noticed it corners so much faster, it brakes faster, it accelerates faster, it's safer, it's quieter, get better fuel economy. There's not, honestly, there's not one thing that's worse about it than the other tyres, okay? So, granted the other tyres were really worn, whereas these are brand new, so interesting to see in like 10,000 kilometers if these are like really loud or not. But because they're an all-terrain, the tyre fibre density is different and built different because it's an all-terrain, so it should take longer to wear down, which is good, because mud terrains on the road wear down quickly and they're very loud. So super happy with them. Mud plus snow, tubeless. It's got a 3-ply wall as well, same as the Coopers, and far out I put them to the test when I broke the lower ball joint and it smashed into the sidewall. The whole car weight was in the sidewall, still held up fine. So this is the same thing as well, and it's got Miltech in it, and you know, long range apparently. So we'll just have to see how they go, because these aren't proven too much in Australia. They're sort of trying to work their way in the Australian market, so very excited to see how they go. Yeah, so you can see the tread pattern here, very aggressive sidewall. It's got all these big cutout gauges here, goes high up here, and then in here we even have a little stone ejector, I'm pretty sure it's called. So the stones, the idea is they can't get stuck in there because of that zigzag bit. And you can just see the cross pattern here, and it's just a very nice looking pattern. It's not like ugly looking, very rigid looking, mountain range looking, which goes with the theme. And I'm super happy with how they look. I just hope they hold up, because looks are one thing, durability is another. So if these can actually last, you know, 60,000 Ks plus, I'll be absolutely stoked. So yeah, I think I've done alright with the tyre combo I've chose for the tyres and rims. If we're getting really critical, the first thing I noticed when I picked it up for the first time is how like the tyre looks so small to me, because I've gone up a rim size from 16-inch rim, because they don't do these in a 16-inch rim. Most imitation B-locks, they're 17-inch rim and higher, and the tyre I've gone down as well, so the tyre wall's just gotten a lot smaller. Alright, nevertheless, I think they look really good, and I hope that you can agree. And I just feel like that I've chosen to go the practical route this time. I haven't got 37s or anything ridiculous. I've gone down from 35s to 33s. This is an all-wheel drive car, uses a bit more fuel than normal. And hopefully with this I can just get more traction on the road, still drive really good, and camping wise, more practical, more lower, better fuel. You already heard the list, it's crazy how much better it is. And to compensate for the smaller tyres, I thought crazy looking rims like this is a good compromise, and it's just the best of both worlds in every single situation, and it's a bit more legal as well, if you want to be technical. So I think it looks really good. Hopefully you guys can agree. And you also may have noticed I've actually removed the big Built Prado sticker on the back here. There used to be a Mighty Car Mod sticker here, used to be a Dinkum sticker on the other side. I've actually removed them all to go for a bit more of a clean, sort of nice look. And I'm thinking of changing these lights because they're so red, they're so bright. Back in the day I had cleared like different looking lights, but I don't know, these are just an eyesore now to me. So there are these really cool black ones that you can get that no one's actually gotten yet that I've seen. They're like very Dubai spec looking. I might get them, we'll see. They're very black though, that's all. But I'm very excited because I'm cleaning up the car a little bit and it looks a bit more clean on the back, okay? Now there is a reason I've debranded the car. It's because I'm changing my channel name very shortly, so stick around. It might happen before or after this video has come out. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, I much appreciated it. And stick around because big things are coming.